I think the big news, Dad, in the NHL.
Oh, it's Chara.
Yeah, what happened?
I can't, for the life of me, Tim, you told me before that a boss said to him, go ahead. No, what did he say?
Reading on the internet, the Chara, he didn't badmouth.
No, he's a good guy. He's a terrific guy. I met him.
He didn't badmouth Boston, but what he said, or Sweeney, but he said that they were going to give him a lesser role, and that's kind of code for that he was going to be a healthy scratch sometimes.
You cannot, this guy, a guy like that, he was a plus player. He was plus 26. I mean, he was a defenseman. He's plus 26. He was a plus in the playoffs. I saw a thing, he was like third or fourth in hits and block shots, and nobody would, and believe me, I am worried about Boston. I am really, remember I said this, and...
Well, that's a tough division there, and I think that's as tough, if not tougher than the other.
I am really worried. I mean, I loved it last year when Boston was flying, but Chara was a big deal. I just don't understand it. How they could not for $750,000. Now that's a lot of money. I wish I was making that. But for a guy like that, and Washington, all those young defensemen, he'll be terrific.
And as you said, Dad, he's a real leader.
He is.
And he was the kind of guy that stirred the drink. And when you remember he broke his jaw and he came back the next game.
I can't believe that they didn't. Why they would ever say to him, "You'll play a lesser role," is beyond me.
Yeah, that's a slap. That really is a slap in the face.
If I tell you, well, I'll tell you how I quit hockey, and it was nothing like that. I was in Joe Crozier's office one time, and a player would phone, and he said to them, "No, I'll never something about never mind." And she said,
you kind of sloughed him off. Right?
Yeah, and she said, "Well, this is the third time." Never mind. And I said to myself, if he ever does that to me, I'll quit. And I remember I was ready to go, and he was going to Vancouver, I think, the Canucks, and I just wanted to phone him where I was going to play, and he's busy right now. He couldn't take my call, and I was really mad. So I quit. And I remember Rose said, "No, wait a minute. You win a championship last year. You're the captain of the team. I think I was the captain of the team. You have no injuries, and you're making the most money you've ever made, and you're quitting because the guy won't take your call." Yep. And if I ever had with Crozier, and if he had ever said, "You're going to take a lesser role, and I would have quit too. But we had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
We had to quit. But he went to Washington. He is going to be fantastic. He'll really try to turn it on. He'll even be better.
Yeah.
Because to show them. But he played with a broken jaw. Yeah. I mean, how could you say that to that guy, especially after you lose Krug? I mean, their defense. No, I hope they know what they're doing, because to let a guy like that go, and he is a leader, believe me. And I met him, and when I was down there, I forget what was down there. Oh, what was it down there for? The 11-20 goal.
Yeah.
He was hurt, and he come up and said hello to me. It was pretty good.
Well, the one thing I remember about Chara was he was playing in the World Tournament, and they beat the Americans. And he was going off, and I forget who, somebody was going to be interviewed about beating the Americans, and one of the other players, and he came over, and you can hear him say, "No, be humble."
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
You see, the coach for Team Canada says the same thing.
Yeah,